Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about my psychosis and my trip to hospital last year. So it all started in April when I started talking to lots of different people from Africa. I was giving them free tarot readings because people over here are not really that into tarot readings or magic or anything like that. But they are in Africa. They're very spiritual over there. So I started talking to people over there, and they started saying that I was the Mother Mary and my son is Jesus, and I started believing them. I also had dreams from God. I had a dream where God was holding a meeting, a massive meeting in a big hall to help heal Africa. And throughout the dream, I watched God give everybody a job to do to help heal Africa. And at the end, I was the only one left. I didn't have a job. And I asked God what my job was. And he said, "You're just the seer." So I'm just the seer for Africa. That's what God told me. So throughout April and May, my mental health started deteriorating, but I didn't realise it at the time. I was very escalated, very high all the time, and very hyper. Um, and I had visits from the hospital, from the ambulance to come and take me to hospital, but I didn't go. I didn't want to go. I didn't feel that I should go. So in the end, in the middle of May, they sectioned me. I was taken away in an ambulance to the mental hospital. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember being in the ambulance and had my handcuffs on, and the lady was talking to me, asking me, what's going on. I said, I've had these handcuffs on all my life. I'm the genie, and I felt like I was the genie, trapped in my body. And then I went into believing that I was God, and that I was God, and I was God in human form, trapped in this world. And I went into hospital, and because I believed I was God, I just wanted to help everybody. I loved everybody. I was angry at the way that people were being treated, because people were being treated quite unfairly in hospital because of their mental health situation. So I talked to the patients and prayed with them, and I healed many minds throughout my time in there. I spent 4 weeks in hospital, and the staff kept telling me, "Oh, you can't go out because you're not helping yourself, you're helping everyone else." So I did help everybody else. And I just wanted to help everyone and help heal them, which is what I did. So I was a little bit scared, but I had my faith. So I'm just going to read a quote from Deuteronomy 31:8. It said, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged." And that's what I took with me. So in another quote as well from Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who labour and are heavy laden, for I shall give you rest." So I did have a lot of rest in the hospital. It's not where I wanted to be, but obviously I needed to be there. So I did have a lot of rest, and I got better. Even though I lost my mind, I still had my mind completely. I'm just going to read another quote as well. "God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So even though I did go into the mental hospital, I still had my sound mind because God gave it to me, and God never takes it away. And, I'm a lot more faithful now as well. I also, in the hospital, I also got myself a Quran. I wanted to know more about Islam and Jesus in Islam, and why Muslims don't believe that Jesus died on the cross for all of our sins. So I've been reading that. It's quite interesting as well. There's a lot of truths in that, in the Quran, and there's a lot of truths in the Bible. but they're both very corrupt. They're both corrupt books. So we have to have faith and believe what God tells us in our mind and in our dreams and visions. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about my psychosis, what I went through. I'm a lot better now. My mind's a lot sound. I'm a lot more clear-minded now. Even more so than when I went into hospital. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for listening. And maybe I'll make another video soon if anyone wants any more information. Thank you very much. God bless you all.